Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. So while I was gone, the boys have been hard at work. We have our original 560i, but I noticed over here when I first logged in, under the trees is a brand new spanking harvester. Pedro's over there. So you guys have been hard at work. Looks like we're finishing up this field here. Fertilized soybeans that were harvested. Oh, and Tay Tay was joining. Hang on a second. And so we have a nice new 790 Series S harvester with corn header. JC's going to join us here in a second, so let's get him in, and then we will continue rolling. But pretty cool stuff. You guys have been up, and up, moving this farm.
Yeah, we were on quite a while after the last session. So.
And I saw also that you guys had the maize silage done.
Multiplayer.
So that looks really good. And there's still a bunch of money left even after you guys bought the harvester. So cool beans for us. Now, did we get a header for that too? Is the corn header rented, or do we buy both headers?
I think we bought both.
Okay. I think what we'll do, they should both fit in here, I would think. I don't know with the headers, though. What do you guys think? Should I buy another? Should we put another facility up?
Well, the only problem with the header trailer over here is this is one of those that steers in the front.
Yeah. I know, he's cuckoo. Cuckoo. Oh, he sees himself and he's growling? That's pretty funny.
That sounds like my dog.
Yeah. Gromit does that too sometimes.
Need the mod that locks that.
There's a mod that locks it?
Apparently, there's a mod out there that will lock your the turn axles on your trailer, so you can just back them up straight.
Oh boy, that would be nice.
Awesome.
I'll get it in. So where, if we're gonna put, if you want me to place a building, where would you guys want me to place it? On the grass field? Thanks. Like, what do you guys think?
Yeah, kind of behind the main farm area.
Okay, hang on, JC. I gotta get your volume. You're kind of hot.
Yeah, and we had to get that cloche trailer because the other ones were too short.
Yeah, that's fine. I prefer those. I prefer this trailer anyway. It does a much better job of locking the thing on. So,
Yeah,
synchronize.
Well, and
you know, we need a spot out there in the field somewhere to put our the header, and so I'm not getting rid of the whole field, but
No, that's fine.
okay. Hang on, we're still syncing. All right, so I'm going to look out here in this field. I think on the other side of the cows, yeah, we're at Pedro, kind of where you are, actually. I think we're just I'm going to cement this in and build a building. So let's see what we got.
Yeah, like here wouldn't be bad because it's so weird to mow it with these trees right here.
Yeah. Wait, what do you think? Right back there, Pedro? I don't want to be too far.
I would say any of this.
But
really.
like along here, yeah. Okay, let me see what we got for buildings. We don't have a ton of like extra stuff loaded in for sheds. No, we just have the base sheds. So what I'm thinking is I'm just going to do the easy shed 3. Really? Okay, where can I put it? Everywhere I put it, it says the terrain cannot be deformed here.
Silage is at 100%. That's nice.
Yeah, I saw that. We have the silage already. I could put it right in the middle of the cow barn. But I can't put it anywhere on this field. What?
Did we not harvest this corn?
No, it has not been harvested. You guys want to go ahead and start that. How do I pivot this again? What's the button to rotate this?
All of the work we did do, and we didn't harvest the corn.
That's okay. You guys did a great job.
Oh, field 15 is already alfalfa. See, we followed through on that.
You did. Why can't I rotate this object? What the? There we go. Now it's tating. Tater-tating. It will not let me. I don't know what's going on with my voice. It will not let me place this anywhere.
Puberty.
It's that time. I'm going through the change of life. All right.
Your balls finally dropped.
Shut up. Be respectful, or not. That's fine. Whatever. I can put it. No, I can't even put it on the field. It's not letting me place it anywhere. Weird. I've never had that happen before, where I can't place an object.
There's not like a little chunk of grass somewhere, is it? Or no, that would say collides with an object, not deformed.
Yeah, it's doing both. I'm getting the object collides with an object. Terrain cannot be deformed here. Let me try a
Even
small.
just
Let me try a
like the
smaller shed.
The smallest piece of grass will do it too.
Yeah.
Lame.
Shoot.
Shoot a door.
I almost said another word. Hang on. What the? I cannot put these anywhere on the grass. This is really stupid. Can I put them down here? Nope. No. We'll just do the whole episode of me trying. This is a video of the server where I'm trying to. I can put it in smack dab in the middle of the cow pen. There's like one little spot. I can also put it on our little alfalfa field. Since there's absolutely no roads or access to that, it would be a great place to put it. But it will not let me put it anywhere near the farm.
That is really bad.
We own all that
That really
grass, don't we?
stinks.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do. I can't. I guess we'll just have to park them outside. I almost had a heart attack saying those words. Oh, come on. Seriously? No, there's really nowhere. It won't let me put it anywhere. I mean, I can't put it. I'm like right in the middle of our field, and it says the terrain can't be deformed where the harvest is going to be or is happening. Okay, well, I guess that's kind of a lost cause then. Really weird. Maybe that's something they fixed with the update. The sad thing is I'm getting pretty good at terraforming too, so I'm disappointed that I don't get to show off my skills and make it a very nice little plot. But I found one spot right in the middle of field 17. Should I put it there?
Do you have?
No.
Do we have like global company on here?
I don't know. Probably.
If you do, is place anywhere on?
I
Maybe
think.
that's your,
How do we know? Is it alternate G?
Control G.
Control
Control G,
Shift
yeah.
G. Control G. No, it's not. We don't. We must not.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, that actually just happened. There's our harvesters have no place to call home. All right, so who's working on what?
We're not putting the harvesters in the big shed.
No, I can't buy one. I mean, we can
have-
put the harvesters in the big hole. I don't. There's stuff in there. I don't know. We'll see.
What-
They
I say
probably
put
will
that in
both
the-
fit.
Both the harvesters would fit. We'd have to move the cedar out. We can put the cedar in the other barn.
Do you want to
Or
start
just-
working on that, Tay? See if you can get it in there. I don't think the cedar's going to fit in that other barn. Do you?
One of these barns it will. Or we can just leave it out.
I suppose
Oh,
we
you
can
know
leave it
what?
out.
I'm gonna take that out, and then I'm gonna put the cedar in there. That doesn't need to be in here. Or that.
What you doing?
Just gonna move some stuff around.
Okay. Where's the auger wagon?
Sold.
Oh, we got rid of the auger wagon?
I think we sold, or we were going to sell the smaller one and get a bigger one. Now that we have two harvesters.
I saw it in one of the smaller sheds.
Okay.
Yeah, we sold the smaller one and got a larger one.
Where is the larger one right? Oh, I see it. I see it. I got it. I got eyes on it.
Perfect timing because my hopper's
Oh yeah,
full.
there it is.
I'm coming. I'm coming, Pedro.
There it is.
JC, I assume you're working on the field?
I am cultivating 17.
Okay, I'll come help you harvest in a second, Pedro. I'm on my way with the auger wagon, though. First, I gotta find my way to it. Okay, I got it. I found it. And so we go from a nice quiet snap in trying to plug in a building to full on farming. We've been watching these. Moni and I spent all day long. Grandma had the kids for the day, which was really nice. And so we slept in and then watched Gordon Ramsay's Kitchens from Hell all day.
Oh, you've been watching that too?
Yeah, oh, it's so good. I didn't think it would be that interesting, and I love it. It's so dramatic. But it is amazing how many like restaurants out there just have no idea what they're doing.
Yeah, Kitchen Nightmares.
Kitchen Nightmares, that's what it's called, yeah.
We found, I don't know if it's the same place you're watching it or not, but we found that on our Samsung TVs,
Yeah.
they have a free TV app just with like 1,000 channels of just random stuff, news, sports, whatever.
Yeah.
And there's a channel on there that is dedicated to Kitchen Nightmares. It's Kitchen Nightmares 24/7.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
Okay,
It's just funny to me, some of these people, like, they argue with him, and I'm like, guys, like, just listen to what he has to say, because he's right. You know, you have a massively failing business. Take some advice.
Right.
People are just too hard-headed.
Yeah. I know for myself that it is easy to get that way. That's for sure. You get complacent, you know. But you have to be willing to try stuff.
I feel like the controller problem I was having with American Truck Sim has followed me over here.
Uh-oh, what controller are you using?
Xbox.
What's it doing?
The triggers don't work really well.
Yeah, it might be time for a new joystick. Could be the sensors are wearing out inside. You know, I will say one thing about Microsoft products. I was looking online, and I have this old force feedback joystick that I bought 18 years ago. It's like a flight sim joystick. And I might actually use it some when I get back home, because I really like it, and I love the force feedback. Like, it does, you know, force feedback makes a pretty big difference. And none of these, even like the $700-800 flight yokes, have any kind of force feedback. But this joystick does, so you could use it with rudder pedals and still, because, you know, a lot of, we're doing corn maze. I forgot to turn on my, that we can harvest that. There we go.
Oh, no.
That's all right. I just did a couple small rows. Anyway, I was looking online, and that joystick that I have is going in good condition for like $200 to $300.
Oh, wow.
They say it's still one of the best joysticks ever manufactured. It's got some kind of like optical sensor for what do you call it? What do you call that? Calibration.
Mm-hmm.
So no matter what, like, even if there's a small problem with the way the stick itself is sitting, the thing will always calibrate dead center.
Oh, wow.
So it eliminates any kind of issues. I mean, obviously there are other failures that can happen with it, but supposedly it's one of the best, like, most accurate joysticks ever made, and so they're like really sought after. I was like, wow. I love mine. I'll never get rid of it, but I got a yoke for FS 2020, and I love it, but I do miss the force feedback, because there's something about feeling that, like, when when the motor cuts back, you feel it kind of like, pulsate a little bit as it cuts back and stuff. Like, it adds a lot to the feel of the game. Plus, about half the airplanes in the game are yoke flight stick aircraft anyway. All the Piper Cubs and stuff like that. They don't use yokes; they use sticks.
Really?
Yeah, and Airbus too. Like, all the Airbus stuff is, Airbus uses a joystick.
Mm-hmm.
They don't use a yoke. But I like the yoke too. I don't know. I make flip-flop back and forth. But you don't realize, especially for, any kind of game, but for a flight sim, like, how important having a joystick or a yoke is. Like, Moni got one here. I bought her one, and it's a Thrustmaster, and usually, Thrustmaster is pretty good,
Yeah.
This thing's terrible. It's horrible. Like it's already falling apart. Like when you pull back like a little bit, like like for an airplane, it's very like minor adjustments. And you pull back a little bit, and it goes into like spaz mode and starts like jerking around, and you can't. Like the airplane will go up and down because it's there's something wrong with the sensors already, and it's like, man, the thing's only like 6 months old. Yeah, it's as old as Microsoft Flight Sim because I bought it for her when the sim came out.
Oh wow.
So it's pretty. And the throttle is all loose, like it's this big throttle, like left-hand throttle, and it just like flops down to the table when you push it forward. It doesn't like you can't like pull it halfway back. It'll just flop back down again. Really bad quality. But yeah, how old's your joystick or your controller?
I don't know. I don't know. It came with the original Xbox.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
so
but
probably
I think
4 or 5 years.
I think. Well, I think the problem started after I installed Windows 10.
Okay.
So, because I hadn't had a problem up until then. And
Really?
yeah, and I haven't been able to figure it out.
Now is it a wired or wireless?
It's wireless.
Oh, Pedro, when
But-
you leave me a row, you got to make them a little bit narrower. My header's not as big as yours. I can't get the whole thing.
So you're saying you don't want me to use GPS?
Well, you can, but I'll have to just go to the
No
other side.
cross streams.
I'll have to go to the other side of the field. Yeah, because we're like you'll see when you come back around what happened. I've got a stalk of one row of corn that I missed.
Well, I could make my track a little narrower.
No, just do what you're gonna do. It's fine. I'll scoot over to the other side of the field and get it on that end. After I'm done grabbing this one solitary.
Where
row.
were you trying to put this shed? Not that we actually need it.
The cedar?
No, the shed you were trying to build.
On the grass, like on the lawn next to where all the other equipment is. I guess you would say southwest of the farm.
Like in the grass field that we mow?
Yeah. But like right near where the pavement is, and then I was going to make a little paved road to it.
What shed were you? Oh,
I was going to try to build the largest one, the open one.
big, giant, open.
Yeah.
ugly one.
But I tried to use the small one. I couldn't even build the small one.
And grass by pavement. You mean dirt? Trying to see what pavement you were talking about.
I got 2 rows of cattle corn, and I'm chopping them with my harvester. I need to unload Pedro when you have a moment.
So one thing I did notice about the controller in ATS is when you go to like the setup wizard, it shows you the range of motion.
Yeah.
So I did that for the trigger sticks, and it only goes about 20% left, when you fully.
Oh
when
yeah.
you fully pull it in.
Yeah. So it's gone bad, right? It's definitely
I
bad.
don't
Like
know
it.
if it's the controller though.
Yeah, it
I
is.
don't know.
The bushings have probably worn out, and the sensor went bad. But it's definitely the
Maybe.
controller.
Did you update drivers for your controller? You may have already said that. I didn't catch it.
Or
No, I
also,
did
did
not,
you- did you try calibrating it in the joystick settings?
Yeah, I did try to recalibrate it,
Oh.
and it just shows that small.
If it's been
Travel.
used, if it's been used on an older Windows and you went to Windows 10, that's when you saw the problem. It could be that you need to update the drivers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I would try uninstalling and reinstalling the
The drive.
drivers.
Yeah, I would-
Drivers.
completely uninstall them, reinstall updated ones, and see what.
Which it because Windows 10 it's supposed to be native for
Yeah.
360,
Yeah.
but especially if you upgraded from 7, it might recognize the driver and be doing something screwy.
You keep saying 360, but I'm using an Xbox One controller.
X-Bone. Yeah, that's what I have too. I have a wireless one.
Yeah.
I've
I
gone
got the
through
little
like
dongle.
I've been eating batteries like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I upgraded to a 360 and now I just automatically say it because I mean who still uses an Xbox controller? I mean that's so like 2007.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I'd still be using mine if my little dongle didn't break and I couldn't find another one.
Yeah, I bought a Bluetooth dongle for mine too, so it uses Bluetooth. But I love the Xbox controller.
I'm still using a 360 wired controller.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
How did we miss this spot here? There's like a whole.
I don't wanna get one of the Xbox ones because I don't want to put batteries in it. So I just stick with the old wired.
Yeah, wired's not bad.
I just bought a. All I did was bought a. I bought a like a set. It was a wall charger and 4 rechargeable batteries, like Duracell, and then I bought a package of 8 more, and I just cycled through them.
They last for a long time.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
used
I
to do
feel
that.
like they do.
I haven't had rechargeable since I switched over to video for weddings, and I don't do the wedding photography anymore. I don't use my flashes at all, and so I stopped using recyclable batteries. But I'm probably going to get, now that I'm using wireless controller again, I probably will get another set of rechargeables. I have one at home. That's what I switched over to this at home. Remember I bought that Bluetooth dongle, honey? My Xbox controller has little green sticks. It's like a custom one.
Yeah, I've been very, 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 very happy with them. There are a few that are starting to show age, but it's been over 4 years. So.
They wear out eventually, but anything will. I mean, you know.
Right.
But yeah, I'm a huge Xbox controller fan. I mean, I like the PlayStation controller too, but the Xbox controller I think is one of the most comfortable controllers that's ever been created. This S style, not the original Xbox controller. Those were big and clunky.
You like the Xbox One controller?
Yeah. Yeah, I was talking about like compared to the original Xbox controller. You remember like way back?
Yeah, that was terrible.
Yeah. Then they came out with their second design was their S controller. They called it an Xbox, like it was an Xbox controller, but the S style, S model, and it was what we have today, basically, just for the Xbox original. But yeah, the original ones were very much like Dreamcast controllers, just very big and bulky and.
I was thinking, because I never played Dreamcast, but I remember playing N64.
Oh, those are the worst controllers of all time.
Yeah, those had kind of a weird thing. They had like 3 handles. It was weird.
Yeah, that was one confused controller, man. That was like the worst design ever.
I've got one for PC. It's from RetroLink. I use it for emulators. It is so hard trying to go back and play like GoldenEye with an actual 64 controller.
Yep.
Like I used to be so good at that as a kid, and like I got that controller. It's like, oh, this is awesome! And I tried playing GoldenEye, and I sucked.
Yeah. Yep. How did I do this? Like that's how I always feel when I play those. I'm like, how did I even manage?
But there's like some games where it's just because of how weird it is. Like you almost have to have the controller because you can't properly map it to like a Xbox One controller.
Right. Did we get a different semi truck?
No.
No.
No, definitely not.
That we did not do.
I don't remember having the tag lift.
We definitely
always had
did
that
not.
one.
We definitely did not upgrade the semi truck.
I don't think I've ever purchased this truck ever.
We definitely didn't upgrade to something.
But
with
it must be a
more horsepower.
glitch. It must be a glitch because of the update.
Yeah.
Is this like
definitely
that
an
big
update.
X harvester being the same as the John Deere harvester? Is that one of these? Oh no, they're identical.
Well, in my defense, the mod I have is identical.
It is. No, this is a cool truck. It's a little hard on the corners because it's so freaking long, but it's a cool truck.
Better than the cab or the sleeper version.
So, like, now, why did you guys prefer this? Just curious.
It was really struggling pulling that trailer up hills when it was full.
Okay, so horsepower.
Yeah, it was just horsepower.
Oh yeah, because when you go to Quaker State and Richland, those both are uphill,
Okay,
and not a slight incline either.
Pedro, that was like watching the Blue Angels land. You want to pull
that,
up a little?
did ya?
Can you hit the other hopper?
Oh, you want me in the other one too?
Yeah,
Okay.
just do the other one.
I was gonna try and fill one. but
That way
okay.
we can double unload.
Works for me.
There we go.
Or I mean, we could cross streams.
Ah!
Well, that's what. Oh, there we go.
There we go.
But when you were watching the Kitchen Nightmares, that was the American version, right?
Well, we started off watching the
Yeah.
British ones, which are excellent, and then we watched the American ones.
There's a different Gordon Ramsay in the UK versus Gordon Ramsay in the US.
Why is that?
Big difference. Big difference in temperament.
What do you mean?
He's much more brutal and like F you and F this and donkey and all that here.
Really? I felt he was harsher in England.
It's because Americans are stupid and they piss them off.
See, now I thought it was the other way. I mean, I feel like he was harder on the English people than he was on the Americans. And the Americans get a makeover. He didn't do any makeovers in England. It was, you know, he'd tell them what to do and like, hey, you should put a sign out or this or whatever, but they never did any like interior decor or anything like that. How do I close this? That was definitely not it.
Yeah, I don't know, because I
There we
just get the impression he's a lot he's different temperamented in
Really? That's funny.
Yeah.
To me, he seemed like he
Yeah.
was. If I were to pick which one he was harder in, I think it is maybe he runs into much more stubborn people in America.
Yeah.
Like a lot of
Oh, no,
a lot of
it
the
could
owners are
be-
like, I'm not doing that, and he's like, now come on, like, are you going to listen to me or are you going to listen to me?
And I think and I think the other part is played up for American television.
It could be, but I think the other thing too is in Europe. I mean, there still is that chef culture. Like the chef is the king. And they're well respected and listened to. Like if a chef says this is not done right, you know, everybody jumps. Whereas in American culture, I don't know that restaurant culture, I don't necessarily know that we really have the same, you know, there is a bit, but it's much less of a distinguished position. You know?
Ghost Tractor.
What you doing, Pedro? Do you want to bring the auger wagon back in, Pedro, and repark it? It was back in the barn that's behind all this stuff. And then the semi truck can come in. Do we need to keep regular cut corn, or we're selling that?
You can sell it.
Okay. And I'll try to figure out solutions for parking these harvesters.
I built a new shed.
How did you do that? Why? How did you? It wouldn't let me do that.
I'm working on now. I'm just trying to work on smoothing this ground out.
Oh, should I stay out then?
I'm done. You can try to pull in now.
Okay, looks good.
I think it should be fairly smooth.
How did you manage to get it to build? I couldn't get it to build anywhere.
I went into Control G and turned on Place Anywhere.
Oh Lord! But how come I don't have Control G?
I don't know.
Oh, now it's working. What? You know what? I probably
Did you
maybe
hit Shift G instead?
no. It's because I was in the build menu when I did it.
Oh yeah, you can do it on
So
those ones.
what we'll do is we'll put the bigger harvester on the left and then this one on the right. How does that sound? We'll put the implements for this. Like I'm going to put the corn header for this guy up there, and then I don't know. I guess we park the header behind it.